Good evening, folks! Welcome to Joelicious Sweet Sunday. Tonight, we're making chocolate crumb blueberry cheesecake. Are you excited? Because we are. So to make chocolate crumb blueberry cheesecake, we will need 13 inches by 9 inches baking pan lined with parchment paper, 360 grams of sifted flour, or 12.7 ounces, 150 grams powdered sugar, which is 5.3 ounces, 45 grams of cocoa powder, which is 1.6 ounces, and a tablespoon and a half of baking powder. We will also need 180 grams, which is 6.5 ounces of butter, preferably cold, cubed in cubes sized about half an inch, and about 2 tablespoons of cold sour cream. So to make the dough, we will sift the flour, and we put it in the food processor. Then we add powdered sugar, cocoa powder, and the baking powder. We're going to pulse it. And mix it to the consistency of chocolate powder. After that, we're going to add butter. We want to make a crumbly texture. So we got this crumbly mixture like this. Now we're gonna add sour cream. Which is nice and cold and thick. Pulse it. Then turn it on. After this, we're going to take the mixture and throw it on the table covered with a little bit of flour. We're going to form a ball. A chocolate dough ball like this. At this point, we want to make a disc like this. We want to wrap it in plastic. and put it away in the fridge for about 30 to 40 minutes to chill. And while the dough is chilling, we're gonna make the filling. For the filling, we will need 600 grams of farmer's cheese, which is about 22 and a half ounces. We will need sugar, 150 grams, which is 5.3 ounces. We'll need vanilla extract, about 1 teaspoon. Then we will need 2 egg yolks and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch divided. We will only need 1.5 for the filling and 1.5 for the blueberries, but about that we're gonna talk later. So to make the filling, we're gonna take all the farmer's cheese and throw it in the food processor. Then add sugar, and mix it. After that, we're going to add 2 egg yolks. Scrape some filling off the processor's walls. And now we're going to add some vanilla extract. And finally, half of the cornstarch. After the mixture is ready, we're going to put it away to the fridge. After the dough stayed in the fridge for 40 minutes, we're going to take it out and divide it into 3 parts. One-third of the dough is going to go back to the freezer. This time it's going to be freezer. And 2/3 of the dough we're going to roll out. Using a rolling pin. After we roll it out, we're gonna take the pan and cut it. Along the edges. Then we'll take the part that's gonna go right in the tray, right in the baking tray. It's gonna be a little bit messy, but we're gonna spread it out. It's okay if it rips. The dough is very soft and easy to work with. So any cracks, we're gonna fix afterwards. Then we will take the remaining dough and use it for the edges. So after all, we got the crust ready. The filling is ready to be used. And we have a pound of frozen blueberries, wild blueberries. You can use any berries other than blueberries. You don't have to be blueberries. We're gonna throw some cornstarch on top of them. If they're frozen, they're fine. If you're using fresh, use a little more cornstarch. We're going to preheat the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Next, we're going to take the filling and spread it inside the chocolate crust. After that, we're going to take the blueberries and spread them over the filling. Next, we're gonna get the rest of the dough out of the freezer and use a grater. Grate it over the pie. So we want the chocolate dough to be spread out evenly over the top of the pie. Something like that. After that, the cheesecake is ready to go to the oven for 45 minutes. All right, folks, it's been 45 minutes. Now it's time to get the chocolate crumb cheesecake out of the oven. It already looks delicious, but we're gonna have to wait till it completely chills down for about 30 minutes. In about 30 minutes, actually tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try it with tea or coffee.